Go live. Now shrink this down.
Alright. Hello everybody, welcome. I'm Samurai, and today I'm going to be working on a sort of house style track for my upcoming album Deputized. Hopefully it sounds okay. If not, please let me know. Hopefully Reaper doesn't keep freezing up either. This is Reaper, by the way, obviously. So the beat I've been working on, all I have right now is this little chorus thing I've got that I worked on a couple weeks ago, a week or two ago. So my brain just completely blanked.
It's alright.
So what I'm making this song for, I'm making it for my upcoming album Deputized, which is going to be my first full album that isn't kind of bad. The other thing about Deputized is it's actually a story. It's an album with a story. So I'm gonna make a TikTok to support my stream. Why would you put me on TikTok of all things? No, that's alright. Thank you.
Is that a Captain Hook thing?
What?
Is that a Captain Hook thing? TikTok?
TikTok?
Who's afraid of an old big croc?
So,
Alright. Go ahead. I'm gonna speak out loud here. Go ahead and play the music. Make sure everybody can hear it.
Yes. So I'm going to play the track here, like Lord Daddy has suggested. Let me know if it sounds alright, like in terms of if you can hear it and it's not super quiet or anything like that. Hello, Le Chapeau. Welcome. Yes, I am. I'm about to play the actual track. Alright, so obviously it's really repetitive. It literally after this, that's hardstyle. I don't think that's quite hardstyle. Hardstyle is a lot more repetitive in my opinion.
Right. Look.
Thank you. I mean, this is pretty repetitive at the moment. It's basically just this thing right here repeated twice. The only difference is in the second half I don't like the fact that Reaper keeps freezing up on me. The only difference is that in the second half here. Okay. So there's actually like a terminology difference between track and beat then. I was not aware of that. Thank you for making the distinction for me. So the only difference between the first half and second half is in the second half I've got a little bit more of a texture thing going on here. I've got this little loop here. I'm just going to turn off effects so you can hear it without any effects. And I just put OTT for compression. I put EQing on it because it sounds awful. I put pitch shifting on it because pitch shifting, I love pitch shifting. Pitch shifting is so much fun. Completely changes the texture. In fact, let me just I'm just going to turn everything off except for pitch shifter. So here's what it sounds like without pitch shifter. And with it. Adds so much texture to it. And then OTT and EQ. On top of that, I've got a transient shaper. I forgot why I even put that on there. I've got I've got a trans gate as well to make it more of a rhythmic thing. It's got a little bit of a release on it to make it pluckier. I don't know why the transient shaper is before the gate, honestly. And then I've got flux. I forgot what this does. Oh yes, this is since it's basically like a house style beat, it's got the drums. The kick is pretty straightforward, just bop 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 bop. So instead of setting up an actual like sidechain compression, I'm just using Flux Mini, which is a free plugin that basically it's this little envelope guy, so it'll start lower volume and then get up to regular volume, which so cutting it out like that helps to make room for the kick. So if I turn that on as well, you'll hear it kind of ducks out. And then if I solo the kick as well, so you can hear it with that. So there's that. That's the only difference between the first two measures. The first half and second half. That's what I thought as well, but it actually does. I also thought that OTT was unnecessary compression, but it actually does really help in my opinion. Like, I started using it and I love using it now. So, I mean, if you don't want to use it, don't use it, but I'm going to use it because I think it really, really helps, because it's a quick and easy way to clean up a sound. So what's going on over here is I've got my lead sounds grouped into one section. Blast beat, but slow. It kind of is, yeah. Wait, what do you mean by blast beat? I'm not sure I know what you mean by blast beat. Is that just like the boom cha like that? Because that's a very generic, like, electronic beat, sort of beat. Yeah. See, the thing with compression is you don't have to compress everything. The other thing also, so if I take a look at my lead, I've got OTT on my lead right here. So let me just duplicate this real quick so I can show you what I'm talking about. But notice I've got the depth turned way down to 40%. So that means it's not doing quite so much. Now if I turn it up to 100%, that's the point where I think it's ruining the sound and really making it just sound kind of terrible. It does. Yeah. If you have the depth, although when I discovered the depth knob is when my perception of OTT completely changed, because just using it with 100%. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm kind of thinking about trying to do something like that in a song at some point. Not this one, but at some point. Finding the depth mod was what completely changed my perception of OTT, because when it's at 100%, yeah, it sounds awful. It completely just ruins the sound, which is why I turn it down lower. It feedbacks for it. Yeah, that's the other thing, is it just goes and goes and goes and goes, and there's no flow or anything to it. It's at the same amount all the time, which is why I notice you'll notice I have, yeah, bad sound, bad. I have the depth turned down to 40%. So if you listen to it with that, so if I turn off my effects, it's a very subtle difference. Well, I guess not very subtle. It's decently subtle. It does, whoops. The main thing it really helps with is helping it sound more glued together rather than just a bunch of separate sounds. I also, yeah, so what I've got going through this as well is I've got a whole bunch of layers. So I've got my main bass sound. So if I just turn off, oh, let me just turn off all the post-processing here so you can just hear the original sound. Just like a super basic synthwave sort of plucky bass sound. And then on top of that, I've got a million things going on in the... What do I have down here? Oh yes, I have the pluck sound here. This is literally just a random pluck sample. Like if I turn off, I don't need to solo that. If I turn off the effects, really harsh. So I added EQing, I added a crap load of reverb and some more EQing afterwards, just to make sure the reverb is EQ'd too. So now it's like a really nice pluck slash pad sort of sound to it. And then I've got my lead in here. Which inside of here I've got, let's see, how many do I have? 1, 2, 4. I've got 4 layers. I've got a growl layer, which has a lot of texture to it. I've got the main lead sound, which that's just a pretty basic sound as well. That's just a bunch of warped saws. And I've got a synth pluck, which is literally the exact same sound as a synth bass, except on a different octave. And then a really high-pitched sound as like a stringless layer up at the top. And all together without the OTT on it. And then when I add the OTT, oh, I also have some distortion on it and some EQ just to cut out the low end to make sure, and thicken it up a little bit to make sure it doesn't get in the way of the kick or the bass, the sub, I mean. Got a little bit of distortion to help glue it together as well. And this is what it sounds like with all that. I don't know, I just think with the compression and distortion it sounds a lot cleaner. Distortion sounds cleaner. Whatever. And I've got the sub bass, which this is also super basic. It's just a sine wave with a tiny bit of white noise compression and soft clipping. So Les Chapeaux, I know you're a music producer. You haven't produced in a while, but I know you do, or you at least have been a music producer. Ivan Wolf, you also are somewhat of a music producer as well. And Alias, I believe, is wanting to get into making music also. Oh yeah, I've got 2 different reverbs. I've got one for my instruments as a whole. And then one just for my drums. Which, yeah, my drums are super... What was I going to say? Oh yes, my drums are super simple. It's just a clap, a kick, some toms, and a couple loops here. You want to know where your tangent... Okay, yeah. Math joke. I'm in... he's actually... Yeah. We've been learning about sine and cosine functions in math lately. So, tangent wave, yeah. I don't even know how you would even do that in a synth. But, you know what, whatever. I don't know. I have no clue because it's not connected. I guess you could do something if you like... Well, shoot, now I kind of want to try it. Not right now, though. Hey, yo, it's Zofto! What? Hello, dude. How you doing? So now, let's see. We've got 4 people in chat right now. And all 4 are music producers or want to be music producers. So, right, Z, I'm going to play my little track here that I've been working on a little bit for you. And then I think we're going to get started. Yes, I am the samurai towel. I am the towel. Which is funny because... I completely forgot what I was about to say. Anyway, I'm going to play this little chorus thing here and then we're going to get working on the actual track. So, here is what I've got so far. So, yeah, okay, so first off, it's really repetitive, but oh well. Hopefully we can fix that a little bit. First thing I did notice immediately, now that I'm coming back to it after a little while, is this synth bass actually sounds a little bit too loud. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in mono so that the stereo-ness, the wideness of it isn't going to mess with my ears, because when something's stereo versus mono, it'll sound different volumes, even if it's the exact same volume. So I'm going to put it in mono, so I'm not being lied to by the stereo, because it's so deceitful. Right, there we go. So that sounds better. So, like I said, this is for a story. So this part of the story is where the main character is basically running for his life, trying to escape the bad guys. Great starting Zoftel says, great starting idea. Thank you very much. This was one that I put together in like 10 minutes when I was like, inspiration. You love this idea. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, that actually means a lot coming from you, Mr. 1,000-something subs. GG on that, by the way. Imagine being famous. The chord progression needs to be changed. Confession time. I know very, very little about music theory, so I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, if you look a little bit higher up, you'll find out that I just now found out today that there's a difference in terminology between track and beat. I was not aware that beat usually entails it's just a lame little idea thing. So this guy here is the chorus. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to start with making... Yeah, I'm not famous, lol. I know. Here goes Reaper freezing up on me again. It keeps doing that. I don't like that. So I'm just going to select all of this and just move it over so I have room. Why does it keep freezing up? I really don't like that. Holy cow. I suck with music theory. I want to go to college for music theory. I really want to learn how to actually do it well. So, what I'm thinking about... I guess I did not track with it, that's right. Le Chapeau beat me to it. I approve of this joke. I'm thinking about for the intro, since it's him running for his life, it basically starts with him running for his life. So I want it to start out pretty high energy. So what I'm thinking about doing is just take a kind of like what's his face? Not sudden death. My mind stopped working. Eptic. Eptic likes to do Zoftel X JVI. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I am. Almost every single track you release is an absolute banger. Use a piano. For what? So I want it to be pretty Camellia intro. I'm not sure what you're talking about, honestly. To be quite honest, I'm not sure what you're talk. Blech! Holy cow. Ugh. So what I'm thinking about doing, that's one idea. That's an idea I might have to try. I'm thinking about having basically a drums only intro. Alias says yes. Do you know the song that Zoftel's talking about? Or the artist or whatever Camellia is or something? Piano intro would be cool. The one problem with that is I do want this track to be like super like bop 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 energetic to begin with. I actually selected this BPM specifically because it's a good BPM for running, and the song is about a character that's running, so runningness. Piano might... I have not heard of Camellia. Is that a song or an artist? I feel like that's probably an artist. Alias really likes Camellia, apparently. I want this track to be like super high energy right off the bat. So what I'm gonna try is doing a sort of eptic intro. I'm gonna have to check out Camellia or something now. Oh, why does Reaper keep lagging on me so hard? I don't like that. reverse that. Oh! Is that the, like, Ghost or something like that? Beat Saber, like... Something... Ghost, yes. Okay, I do know Camellia. Okay, that does not work the way I was hoping it would. So what I'm thinking about doing here, instead, I'm going to just take... Where'd my leads go? Leads and my synth bass. I'm going to take these guys over here. Just copy and paste them over here. And make a quick little like stab. Most of these also are mono rather than poly, so... Exit this Earth's atmosphere by Camellia. English. Dude, Reaper is lagging so stinking hard. I don't like that. Why is it lagging so hard? Take inspiration from that song. That's something I'll have to do after this, probably. Because I would like to actually try to do some... I have some ideas I'd like to try. Alright. And then this guy. One thing I did that I don't think that I'm going to recommend not doing for all of you out there. Plus. Oh, yeah. One thing I did that I'm going to recommend not doing is having these guys be on all different octaves. Because I did not... Some of them I did not change the actual octave shift in the synth. Okay, this guy can actually just shrink down, like... And then go, like... Ah! Zoloft. Why do you have, like, 1,000,006 different... Uah! OMG dubstep bass. Are you talking about this guy here? Or this guy down here? Because this guy up here is... Okay, I don't own Serum. Serum is something I think would be nice to own, but I don't need it, really. I use Vital because it's free. And I made this preset actually all by myself. Like, no help whatsoever. So, Epic Mode. Yes, this guy. Yes, Vital is my favorite synth. It's so much fun to use. You can make the craziest sounds out of it. And let's just have these guys the second time. What if we just tried doing this instead? I might steal... You're gonna leak a song. What? I might steal your little your idea that you actually gave me to begin with here and pull out Atmos. Pull out a piano. Really? You made the second drop with Vital. Vital is... I really like Vital for the fact that it can be super fun to just mess with the wave tables. So, let's just copy these guys. Excuse me. I'm just gonna copy these guys across here. Zopto says wait. What? Why do you want me to wait? Did I change my name? What do you mean? Okay, I'm gonna solo this guy here. Awful. Oh, because it's set to triplet, that's why it's weird. Okay. So this guy I need to move back. Like so. Okay, is there other effect on this? Did I not turn the atmos all the way down? Because that's being really annoying. Oh my gosh. There we go. Pull out the transient shaper. Yeah, this sounds kind of bad at the moment. So what if instead of doing that, because that sounded kind of really heckin' cheesy, what if I just take this and instead... accentuate the drum notes with this. Alright, and this guy, I'm also going to put flux on him. Pull out the fake chain. Come on. Holy cow. That'll be interesting. Alright. So use the second drop as inspiration. Of the leaked song? Where is that going to be? Is that going to be on the Discord? So let's see about... So I'm going to pull out a new tab. Whoops. Actually, can I just open a new window from here? I cannot. Shucks. Shucks. Okay, so I'm going to pull this tab over here so you can see it. You sent it to me on what? Let's see, where's the Camellia song you recommended? Alright, give me one moment here. Vital is a really good synth. Honestly, it's so much fun to use and mess with. So let's find Exit This Earth's Atmosphere by Camellia. Oh, it's an old song. So I'm going to turn the volume down as well. You're probably not even going to be able to... Give me one sec to fix this real quick. There we go, now you should be able to hear it. Oh yeah, that's super. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna switch over here since chat is not clean on SoundCloud by any stretch of the imagination. Didn't you already release some Can't Look Away or parts of it? Yeah, I'm gonna skip back to that. Okay. I see what you're talking about. I see what you're talking about, yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna actually pull that off though. What I'm gonna do... Where did that go? Oh, it's over there. Okay, I see what you're talking about. That's a really cool idea. So let's look at the second drop of... Your browser is unable to play this audio file. So let's download it then. Alright. Meanwhile, I have this sub over here. There's like a second drop sort of sub that I was planning on using for a sort of chilling, like lowering energy section of the track. Can't hear it. Well, I'm not playing the Can't Look Away at the moment because it said I can't. My browser can't handle it. No! Don't you dare! I swear. Reaper, thank you. Thank you. Saving right now. Okay. Got this bass here that I was going to use for the second drop. Or something. It's like a wobbier bass. Alright, so I'm thinking about maybe trying to use this in this section here. Actually, you know what? Where did that piano go? I'm gonna delete the piano and because I had a different idea. Is this the piano? Yes. Okay. The what's it called? The Camellia sound song that you recommended? I'm actually going to... So let's just open Can't Look Away. I'm actually gonna take a different inspiration from that other than the piano. I keep hitting the microphone. Never mind, I'm not gonna use that. Yeah, skip to the second drop. Oh yeah, that's fire. That's fire. I'm excited for that to release. 'Cause that's really cool. Why are you doing this to me, Reaper? Come on. Holy cow. I'm gonna take a different idea from the Camellia song. Where did my lead go? I really need to get organized. Holy cow. So I'm gonna take these saws over here. Because I don't have anything else going on with them. And I'm going to take the volume and go, and I'm going to go, whoops. Just want this guy to go down. Something like that. So now it goes. Okay, so let's actually, whoops. Let's pop this guy here. Whoops. Holy cow. Keep missing every single button I'm trying to hit. There we go. You gotta go. Alright, thanks for showing up, Zoftel. Giving me some suggestions and some sick ideas. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cut out everything. Write this. Do. And then snag this drop over here. And pull it back right there. So it goes. Do. Drop. Yeah, like that. So right now it's going. Here's what I'm going to try here. I'm going to pull out filter, kilohertz filter on a low pass. Wow. Okay. And then I'm going to modulate that. So let's go. Filter. Yeah. Yeah. Down like that. Enable and cutoff. I'm going to take the cutoff here. Put it all the way up. Take this cutoff. Put it all the way down. Like that. Oh, that was the enabledness. So I want that all the way up. Then just have it not be there on the at that point. Supposed to put a clap right there, but this was too suddenly right now. It also, I think, goes way too abruptly into loudness. Okay, so here's what I'm going to try down here. Put that there. So these are the toms. so here's the other part of the idea I had from the... Oh, no. From the Camellia song. Okay. This guy, I think, is a little bit too... Oh, because I forgot to turn these guys back on. How many of these other dudes did I do that to? That's why this guy was too loud. Wow, I'm kind of dumb. There we go, that sounds better. Okay, so let's just split that guy. Take the volume. I'm gonna do something here that's probably kind of stupid. Just have it drop like that. You know what? That works. Alright, that's actually pretty cool. Alright, roll call time. Who all is watching? Who's still hanging out? I know Zoftel took off. And Reaper's lagging again. So we've got our little intro guy here. Another impact. Pull our cymbals over. Alias is here. Awesome. Okay. Ooh. So I want to start making a different melody over here for a sort of verse section. So I'm gonna just go through and change this note right here. Okay. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to do as well. That's the wrong note. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to just take this guy. What are you doing? Go away. Put it all the way up in octave. There we go. All right. Hello, Alias? Stream Pro? Is it back up? Alright. Alright. We're gonna copy paste that guy up here. Oh, he's way too low. Probably gonna have to put him up a full octave. There. Stream's alright now. That's good. Again, way too low. Is that good? Yeah, that should be good. This guy is actually the pluck. I thought this was a growl. Good? Yes. Ooh. So let's not have the clap here, since this is a verse section. All right. So we're just gonna have this guy, instead of doing what he's doing right now, I'm just gonna take him and make him do just a repeating thingy here. Do do do. Like so. There we go. One thing I'm not happy about is the fact that I have to go through and edit all of these individually. I think these guys both I can just actually copy paste the growl layer onto here. No, I can't. Shucks. Wait. Shucks. Good? Yes. Yeah, I can copy paste up. There we go. Alright. Now, I want this guy to actually be second half, so I'm going to mute him for now. Alright, paste him here. Alright, so these guys I actually do want to edit a little bit because this melody is super boring at the moment. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's see if that's right. And this guy can copy paste. This guy cannot. I have to actually shift him. I have to shift him down an octave or two. Now, I do want it to be a pretty clean transition from this to the next thing, so what's the first note of the second chorus here? D. Or we can just go E. All right. So I pulled a stupid here. What I'm going to have to do is put these together separately. Oh, that's actually all right. I'm going to copy him, delete him, plop him right here. All right. This is kind of boring, but I'll just have to come back and make it more interesting at a later date. For now, I just need to get the song done. All right. This right here is music production. Moving stuff all over the place to make it sound good. So I'm going to also make it a little more interesting by making this guy start a little bit later, so like that. Alright. I'm going to take these kicks and put them over here, because now I'm basically just, that's not kicks, those are cymbals. Now I'm basically just copy pasting the chorus over. Alright. Now I'm going to select all these guys here. Move the claps over here, like so. Whoops. Wrong section. Ooh, here we go. I want the chant effect on that verse section there. I'm going to do that. And then copy paste this guy over here like that. And these guys over like that. Over like that. Oh, the plot! That's what's missing. I was wondering why it sounded so empty. So if this guy can't cut, I'm just gonna move him over. Oops. Can you catch what I messed up? This right here. I forgot to switch that guy. Oh, whoa! Back to his original position because I copy pasted the last guy, which was the variant dude. Which means I copied the variant with it. Let's make him on the root note. Let's cut out the bass here, make it a little more interesting. There we go. out the kick. I think I'm gonna put like a pluck sound in there. A fast rhythmic pluck sound that goes like do. And it is 3:30 at the moment. So I'm gonna quick copy this guy over here. Where are we? Right here. Okay, I'm gonna quick copy. I'm also gonna have to make some risers to give the builds more energy, because there's like 0 energy in the builds at the moment. So that's something I'm gonna have to do. I don't think I actually need him to be moved over. I think we're gonna just have him be on the root note and octave up here. Okay, so let's just listen through what we have so far, and then it's going to be time to go. So thank you everybody who showed up. Thank you for coming and hanging out and making some music with me. Thank you all for your suggestions and tips and feedback. It was very helpful, and I hope to see you again sometime soon. So here's what we have.